Started.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Callie. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, October 17th, also known as Budget Submission Day in state government. And it is 10:50 a.m. This is special meeting number 6 of the Public Safety Communications Task Force. We have called this special meeting primarily to see presentations from bidders on the little RFP, which is for project management specific to the task force. The items on the agenda, other than call to order and the subsequent roll call, are approval of the agenda, very brief public comment as we have our first presentation in 9 minutes, and then going into executive session for a series of 3 presentations. And then we will come back to public session for a potential vote regarding next steps for the little RFP before we adjourn. So with that, doing a visual roll call, I believe 6 of 7 task force members are present. We are missing one of the mics. Mike Donges is here. Okay. So Jim Mack's here, Paul White's here, Barb Neal, Jen Morrison, Mike Donges, and Ron Kumitz. So 6 of 7 are present. And moving on to that would be approval of the agenda. Do I have any suggestions for changes to the agenda from members of the task force? Head shaking in the negatory. Very good. Moving on to public comment, I would first like to ask how many people would like to make public comment, and then I can tell you how much time we can allow. Could you please raise your hand or speak up if you would like to make public comment?
Steve Whitaker.
Right. Good morning, Mr. Whitaker. Seeing no other hands and hearing no other voices, then Mr. Whitaker, take it away. You can have 4 minutes of public comment time.
I'll be brief. Just as a stickler, which I'm known to be, the members have to announce themselves to comply with open meeting law. You can't just do a visual. But yeah, you can do that afterwards for all I care. My point is that I think that because the RFP was so deficient with specifics, and because we're going to need to rapidly focus most of the retained subject matter expertise on a pilot project, that both necessitates getting out ahead of the contract execution and collecting data, but it also necessitates evaluating these project management candidates in that context. What public safety experience, what municipal government in Vermont experience are they bringing to the table, and how is that going to further the project, the pilot project, which has got to be our first order of priority in order to get those approved by the end of the year. You may have proposals from vendors for subject matter expertise that have local government familiar team members. And I also don't think it's safe to put all our eggs in one basket with subject matter experts. So I think you ought to anticipate or consider awarding multiple contracts and then working out who's going to work on which projects. I think you probably got projects that are candidates who are staffed and experienced in creating the statewide data sets and PSAP optimization and call volume and funding scenarios, et cetera. And you've got others that are expert in rapid radio design, including integrating state police radio P25 densification and upgrades. So I think that this is a very complex task, and it has to move very fast, or it can go sideways when the legislature reconvenes. And I'd encourage you not to make a brash decision. We may have to rethink how we do project management if we don't have the right skill set. So that's probably enough for now. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Are there any other members of the public wishing to make public comment? Okay, hearing none, it's time I would welcome a motion from, oh wait, excuse me. I'm going to do the roll call again. Could you please announce yourself when I say your name? Paul White.
Present.
Mike Donjan,
I'm here.
Jim Mack,
Here.
Barb Neal,
Here.
Ron Kumitz.
Here.
All right, very good. You got that?
Yes.
All right, I would entertain a motion that these presentations shared publicly would substantially disadvantage the task force in making a decision about awarding a contract to the successful bidder for the Little RFP.
Sure,
So
I'll make that
moved.
motion. Yeah. And I'll second it.
Seconded.
Okay.
All right, Barb made it, Paul seconded it. Is there any discussion on this? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye or raising your hand. Or both. Aye.
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 Right, that would be 6-0. Very good. Then we will leave this meeting. We will come back to this link for the public meeting for the last two agenda items. Anticipated time for that is not until probably closer to 3 o'clock this afternoon. We have maybe 2:30 if we're lucky. We have presentations scheduled at 11, 12, and 1, and we'll see how quickly we can move through all that. So it will be a little while before we're back on this public link.
And would
Commissioner,
you
I think we need a motion to move into executive session. Is that if you're going,
That's why
maybe
I
you're
have
calling?
Callie and Barb. That's why I got you guys as wing people. This is perfect. Yes, we do need that motion. Who would like to move that?
So
I will make a
moved.
motion that we go on.
I got it, Ron. Keep talking. I got it.
I make a motion that we go into executive session.
Seconded.
Perfect. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Since I heard 6, I'm not even going to ask for abstentions. Very good. We are adjourned from the public session. We will will be back.
Notification to interested parties when you are about to reconvene in public session?
Yeah, I will email, text. What's your preference?
Email for me.
I can do that, Steve.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Callie, and
Thanks.
email or text would be appreciated.
Okay,
Richard.
Richard, got it.
Thank you.
And I think Philip is on here too, so let's just hit them all the usual suspects. All right, leaving this link, and everybody should jump over to the 11 o'clock link.
Okay.